State to break through this year because
Yeah.
they fell like a step short of the tournament last year.
Yep.
And Illinois State had another good year, but they ran into that
They
buzzsaw.
went to war with Loyola.
Loyola,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Loyola came out on top again.
And you know what?
So
and then it's like the only thing I seen, I'm talking about back in February, man. I said, you know what? To go to the Missouri Valley Conference and they moved up in competition and to win that conference outright said a lot then.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they played, the way they moved that basketball side to side, like effortlessly, it's like common sense. It's like no pressure. They move it just quick. Like you know where plan A, B, and C is
to
right
make
there.
the right
They
decision.
playing instinctual, and then they rotate defensively instinctually. Like that goes a long way, and they put the effort in. My thing is, it's gonna come down to, like you said. I think Michigan and Loyola is gonna really come down to a game of turnovers.
I think that's gonna be the best game.
And I think I think that's gonna be the best game.
That's gonna be the best
unless it's Villanova and Loyola in the
if
finals.
you're saying that Kansas is going to beat Villanova, that might be a good game because I got Villanova just easily handling that game.
I don't think they're gonna easily handle Kansas.
So then that's going to be a great game too.
And the thing is, why I said that, it's like it's hard to guard that ball when it's moving that way. And the thing with Loyola, they don't have the big names. They played basketball the right way.
Mm-hmm.
If you got the hot hand, they run sets and plays to get the hot hand going, to keep it going. And it's like if that person cools down, they find another hot hand within the flow of the game. And it's like it just flows. Now, like I said, it's gonna come to a game of turnovers because Michigan's gonna get a lot of their points in transition. So it's like whoever commits the fewest turnovers and takes care of the basketball, that's going to be your winner in that game.
So
Loyola is exactly what LaVar said, but Michigan is that with size and depth. Michigan moved the ball extremely well. They're very disciplined in their sets.
they do.
Their point guard don't turn the ball over. He's physical and athletic.
Yeah.
Their wings are 6'7", 6'8", and can make shots. 6'9", can make shots from deep.
Yeah.
Their bigs are 6'11", 7 foot, and skill, can pass, can post, can shoot.
So
And they play great team defense as well.
So let me ask you this, because I feel like in certain games, at least 3 of the games that I seen from Loyola, it seemed like the team that went ISO quick when the things got pressurized is when they really went on a run. Do you see Michigan at any point with players on that team that's going to say, in a tight situation, like we need a bucket, and it'll go straight to ISO, and they'll get out of that team discipline concept with the patience to run an offense to stay in the game?
I think the kid from St. Rita, Matthews, he has a DeMar DeRozan kind of game where he looks to go ISO, he looks to take it and use that length to dunk on you, to get to his mid-range spot and pull. And if it's too crowded, he doesn't really force it. He looks to drive and kick to that corner for 3.
So who you going with? Who you rolling with?
Michigan.
Who you got on the other side?
Villanova.
Michigan and Villanova?
Yeah.
You got Loyola and
Villanova.
Villanova. I got Michigan and Kansas.
Ooh.
I told you I got to be
This
different.
is going to be great, man.
So-
it's going to be a great Final Four.
Let's get into this debate about. Go ahead, you kick it off then.
So,
The most influential.
in the game of basketball, you have had players come into the NBA and change the culture around the world of basketball. You had Dr. J, who changed the culture and created guys like Michael Jordan, who looked up to him and modeled his game after him. You got people like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, who saved the NBA. It wasn't 6'9" point guards was unheard of, but you got a guy who not only changed the aspect of just because I'm 6'9" I can't dribble or shoot, but a guy who brought a style of basketball that we see now in Golden State. Yeah. You got Michael Jordan, who's self-explanatory, who's Mike, who's done everything. Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson, who brought hip-hop to the NBA, who brought the playground, what you see in everyday basketball, to the NBA. For the people. Allen Iverson's game spoke for the people and brought a culture of basketball that has, created, guys like, Chris Paul, Derrick Rose, and many of the pros that we see who looked up to Allen Iverson. And now you got, Steph Curry, who's in the league now. who back when we were playing basketball, when we went to the playground, everybody was trying to do reverses. Everybody was trying to dunk. Everybody was trying to do fadeaways. You know, but now you go to the playground if it's kids outside because they too busy playing 2K. But for the kids that do go outside,
they pull it from half court.
They pull it from half court. So, in your basketball schema, in your basketball mind, who would you say is the top 5 most influential basketball players? Matter of fact, let's go top 3. Top 3 most influential basketball players of all time and why?
Can I say this? And y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Curry wasn't pulling from that deep. Maybe about what? He just really started pulling from that deep. Maybe about what? No. Maybe about a good 2.
At Davidson, he was pulling from NBA range.
He was pulling from NBA.
Range. But people wasn't used to that.
But not from
half court.
Damn near half court.
I think that's the cockiness that got to him.
You know who was doing that shit in college?
Chris Jackson?
No.
Who?
Fucking Jimmy Fredette.
Yes.
When he played for BYU.
That's true.
People forgot. Jimmy Fredette used to just take 3-4 steps across the half court line and pull.
Yeah.
And hit all net.
And you know what? To back up what you just said, like when you talk about bringing hip hop to basketball and stuff like that, I think anybody from the Fab Five actually did it too, because that's actually what set the trend that led into the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
With the kind of that style, but what Iverson did was just like.
But you know,
Iverson,
he brought a dress code rule in the game. He brought a zone in the game. Like Iverson's game changed a lot.
Iverson introduced our inner city culture to the world. That's what he did.
Right.
And they wasn't ready for it. You know why they wasn't ready for it? Because a lot of people in white America was loving it. They were liking it.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And their kids was loving it.
He wasn't a low cut without braids coming from Georgia.
Coming with the suit on.
He wasn't one of the kid from Georgetown that they thought was gonna go out there and be the. Yeah. He changed my life over. No
tattoos on his face, on his body, braid.
But you said the top 3 most influential
players to you. You can go 5 if you want to.
I'm gonna keep it at 3.
Okay. Ooh.
You know what? And I was really wrestling with my number 3. For the simple fact, it's between Kareem and Bill Russell, because they took a huge stand in civil rights back in the day and performed at at the highest level. But you know what? I'm gonna give that number 3 spot to Bill Russell, because the stories you hear about the man staying in Boston at that time, which was really racist, where he had to go buy his own handgun and his family wasn't safe at the time, and he didn't care about what he said, how he said it. It was like, this is me, I stand for this, but I ain't gonna take no BS.
And he don't even live in Boston
anymore. And he don't live in Boston no more because of that experience. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm gonna say Bill Russell, and then after all, they got the finals MVP in his name after all. So I'm gonna say Bill Russell. Number 2, I'm going to say Michael Jordan. For the simple fact, think about it. Everybody wants to be like Mike. Nothing
Shout out to Gatorade.
Nothing sold better than that. But also, Mike set the trend of, like, before then, guys used to come in to basketball training camp out of shape. Mike actually started working out in the off season and was one of the few players that had the God-given talent, but he put the work in fundamental-wise in the weight room and across the board to better his craft and to take it seriously. And guess what? Any player that wins the scoring title and defensive player of the year in the same year, along with all NBA, that's a game changer. Nobody else has done that. Now, the top player that changed the game, and this is going to fuck y'all head up a little bit, I'm going to say Chuck Daly. I'm going to say Chuck Daly for this reason why.
Oh, Lord. Why, God? Lord.
Hold on. I'm going to say Chuck Daly for this reason why.
Oh, my God.
I say this for this reason. And I'm going to use the word if. Do you think Michael Jordan starts getting into the gym and set the trend for players to hit the gym and start lifting weights if God. Detroit wasn't whooping his ass like that?
My God.
No, that's a fair question. That's a fair question.
No.
That's a fair question.
I'm sorry y'all had to hear that, man. I knew it was coming, man.
I said Chuck Daly.
I knew it was coming.
I said
I was too much on his side, and he turned left on my ass, man. We was going down the right path, and he turned left on my ass. Are we really going down the right path? No, hold on. No.
LaVar, baby.
This dude said Chuck Daly.
I said, listen to the timetable in which I'm going to follow. The game changed with the Jordan rules.